Alright guys, now we got my box together here and we're ready to do some testing and show you how the basic system works all together. So here's my box mounted on the door. I've got the whole plexiglass box built except for this side right here. I left this side open because I want to be able to get to the RF chip so I can replace it, the receiver, because the receiver that I have in here is not the one that I'm going to make use with the system. I purchased the wrong kind, haphazardly thinking it would work for my use, but it's not going to. But I picked up another one, a whole whopping $6 online, but it'll take a week to get here, so I won't have the finished video up until I get that, put it all together, and have the box together. Otherwise, we're good to go now. I added a blue LED, drilled the holes for them, put them through. We've got the green LED that signifies the door is open, or opening. The red LED signifies it's closing. The blue is a status busy light, lets you know it's in between modes. The servo is latched onto the door just using metal pins that fit into the gear on the front of the gearbox. And this isn't really a good system. I mean, there's a lot of play and the gearbox moves and it causes this plexiglass to flex a little bit. So it's not the best system I have right now, but for the time being it works. Probably in the future I'll get a erector set, one of those flat metal pieces, and bend it into shape or something, screw it onto the front of the servo. That would be one solution. I probably come up with a lot more, but for now this will work for testing purposes. So once I get this whole system all done, I'll have this cable coming off the side mounted into the corner of the door, and that'll give it enough play to open and close the door. So right now I have a rudimentary program for this thing. Simple one button switch enables it and disables it. So as we can see, the first light that'll come on will be the green LED while it's opening. It'll open the lock, and then the status busy light will come on and let you know that it's in between modes. And when I press the key again, it'll close back up. In the future I'll have a program that does this automatically, so all I have to do is hit the switch, it'll unlock the door, I'll walk through the door, it'll wait a couple minutes, and then it'll lock it back up. So it'll be completely one button press and the whole spiel will be done. I'll have different button presses or different combinations of button presses to lock the bolt open or lock the bolt closed, depending, like if I have company over, I want to lock it open so people can go in and out freely. And then I'll be able to lock it back closed when I'm done. So it'll have an automatic mode and then 2 manual modes. Okay, for the time being, for testing, just show you how it works there. Status busy while it's open, and closed. Try to get a better picture of this servo working here. Alright. Simple enough. Right. Now, a couple notes here. When I was getting the servo position right, I messed up the pins. I tried to bend them to make it a little easier to work with the knob here, but that didn't end up working out. And the first time I went outside to test it, one of the pins fell out, and sure enough, I locked myself outside. That was pretty awesome. But the torque on the motor isn't such that you can't put a key in and twist it. It just kind of pops the pins in the servo, and the plexiglass kind of shifts quite a bit. And but there's no real damage. So if you ever do lose power for some reason, you should be able to still turn the door. In that case, the servo will move relatively freely. But if you don't lose power, or a pin falls out, or your mounting bracket comes loose or something, you can still put a key in and turn it. It's not that big of a deal. In order to fix the pins, I had to take the whole box off, and it's secured onto the door with double adhesive tape, industrial tape you can pick up from Ace Hardware, another hardware shop. And I've got to tell you, double adhesive tape is not to be fucked with. Trying to pull it off the door, I obliterated the structural integrity of my box and basically made the box explode. So I had to put it back together, and now it looks like 10 times worse than it did before. But at a distance, you really can't tell what a shoddy job I did. Maybe up close you can see a little bit of the glue on the sides, maybe in the corner here, but not really. It's not too bad. I gotta say, I'm not a great plexiglass worker, so maybe that'll improve in the future. We'll find out. So, let's get some testing done here. Go ahead and go outside. And I'll show you here. You should be able to hear the lock moving every time, so I shouldn't have to tell you anything. I tested this once before. Go ahead and go down to the half point of the stairs. Alright, check it out. I can still hear it. Alright, let's see. Go all the way down the stairs here. Let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I can. It is in fact working. Yep, so you can be coming up the stairs here in the afternoon, morning, whatever, and you should be able to unlock the door just fine. So that's all for this video. In the next one, I should have it completely finished and good to go. So we'll see you then.